Hello everyone, this is Victor aka Initial 2 and welcome to another episode of Initial 2 Plays Awful Games. Oh boy, you've seen me play the NES version, you've seen me play the Super Nintendo version. Now, we're gonna look at the version that... oh my goodness. I just... don't get me wrong about the story. It's good, straightforward. The gameplay wise, oh my goodness, it's just not that good. The fighting, well, the fighting gameplay is just not that good. So again, as I just mentioned, the story is good. I'll give it that. Basically, in the sewers, Splinter was meditating. He opens his eyes to what he thinks are the turtles when he sees that they weren't, Splinter gets kidnapped. So what were the real turtles doing while this was happening? Well, if you saw they were just watching TV, and they get a message from Krang saying that they have kidnapped that he's kidnapped Splinter with his creations, evil turtle clones. And trust me, the turtle clones aren't the only ones that he made. More on that if we can get through this gameplay. So it's up to the turtles along with some new recruits. And this is a game where you actually play as April O'Neil and Casey Jones, along with two other ones. I forgot their names, but one of them is a all original character, but hopefully their names are there. Let's go to the option menu. I guess I can keep it with 3 continues, since I'm not gonna play that long. No way, Jose. Alright, so let's go to 1 player, and here we have our characters. We have the 4 turtles: Leo, Donnie, Raph, and Mike. And we're also can play as Casey Jones, just like in the NES version. Ray, one of the characters from the TMNT Adventure Comics. April O'Neil, making her debut as a playable character. And finally, Sisyphus. In Japan, he's known as Musha Beetle. Just so you know. Alright, so I'm gonna play as Raph. Now here's where we get into the awfulness. You get to pick to choose how fast or powerful your character's gonna be. But if I remember correctly, whatever stats you put, those stats will also apply to your opponent, I think. So I guess I'm just gonna keep things even at 4. Alright, so and now you're able to pick whichever stage you want to start with, so that's up to you. So I'm just gonna mash the on the D-pad to know which one I want to fight first, and it's going to be the Ocean Planet. I'm gonna be fighting Ray. Well, in this case, the clone Ray, because keep in mind, in story mode, you only fight the clones of all of the characters. So the A button is to punch, B button is to kick, C button is to taunt, because that's all they do is taunt. Now, when you press a punch or kick button, you do a like a light attack. But if you want to do a strong attack, you would have to hold a direction, and of course you would have to hold a direction and then attack. Oop, come on, 44 seconds. So I'm only gonna use 3 continues. Oh. Alright, round 2. And if I remember correctly, if you get a game over, you're stuck with the same turtle, I think. Oop. And yeah, there are also special moves that you're able to do with half circle motions. Oop. Oop. Can I win? Oh, alright, fine. Yeah, if you face any of the turtle clones, they'll say that in a weird way, like "cowabunga," like that, like in a low, I don't know, like low. Oop. Oop. Oh, come on. There we go. At least I hit him. But yeah, the fighting mechanics just aren't that good, you know? Believe me, I really tried to like this game, but I'm sorry. It was just too difficult for me, and this is medium level 4. Alright? Okay, never mind. And then you are allowed to pick another character. I guess I'll go with April O'Neil. Alright. Again, but since we already picked a level, we're stuck with that. Alright, so April is basically your grappler. Like, she can fight, but she's like, she'll do this elbow, like, dash elbow attack, and then when you... Ooh! Oh, wow, that is just... Yeah, she can do this cat scratch attack. You have to hold either back or forward. Nope, it's a hold forward and then mash the punch button. Take that. Great. Feels like I'm not gonna win these battles at all. Alright, round 2. I know she can do like a throw. There it goes. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so it's hold down for a couple seconds. Oop. Oop. Do it again. Alright. Hold down and then at the right moment you press the punch button to do a German suplex. Okay, that's fine. I guess I'll just spam that in order to win. But they'll block it either way. Oop. 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 I guess he figured out how to... Gotcha. But still, the fighting mechanics of this game, I just don't like it. Seriously, I prefer the mechanics from the other 2 games a lot more. The only thing I always wonder is why were there no handheld versions of this game, you know? Come on, can I win this? Oh, I won, cool. So, why were there no handheld versions of Tournament Fighters? It would have been good, like, to own... Okay, so keep this in mind. If you were playing the if you had the NES version, Leonardo would be on the front cover. If you were playing the Super Nintendo version, then Donnie would be on the cover. And of course, if you were playing the oh yeah, by the way, you're able to rewind, fast forward, you know. Okay, so anyways, if you were, and of course, if you were playing the Sega Genesis version, Raph will be on the cover. So who's missing? If you may ask, who is missing? Of course, Mikey. I tried to look it up on Wiki, and it does not give any proper explanation as to why there was no handheld versions, either for the Game Boy or the Game Gear. But if it did, then I know it would have had Mikey as the cover, and then, you know, just for collection purposes, you know, display purposes, like you'll be able to, like, to have all versions of it, you know, with each of the four turtles. All right, who's next? All right, so we're heading towards the bio planet. Okay, and it's against Clone Leo. Oh, dodged it. Whoa. Oh, wow. I guess he's not falling for it. No way. All right. Oop. Oop. Come on. Come on. Ugh. As I mentioned, the clone turtles will say cowabunga in a weird way. I guess I could also spam the dash elbow. Oop. I think it seems to be working. Oop. Most of the time. The only thing I was kind of hoping for is a backdash. If I remember correctly, they had that in the other Tournament Fighters games. So why no backdash? Makes no sense. Alright, anyways. Alright, so far so good. Alright, time for round 3. I'm just gonna spam the dash elbow. Oop! That would have been my chance to do a throw. Again, it would have been awesome if they had a backdash, but sadly they do not. Oop. Cat scratches. Oh. Alright, so who is next? Which planet are we gonna go? Yeah, keep in mind that this whole game takes place in Dimension X. Alright, so we got Clone Musha. I'm gonna do like some cat scratches. Oh, wow. His attacks do more damage. And he has that kind of similar to that of the 100 hand slap. Oop. Alright. Round 2. Oop. Yeah, it's kind of like the 100 hand slap when you look at it. I could have sworn you're able to throw. How was I able to throw my opponent last time? Oh well. Alright, that's 2 continues. Now I'm down to my last one. So who is it gonna be? How about we have a little clone match? Alright, here we go. The Jungle Planet. And yeah, in order to beat the game, you have to go through every single character. 100 hand slap. So how do I do his other one? Okay, there it goes. Let's hold back for a couple seconds. Oh, for 2 seconds and then... Oh, come on. Come on. So close. Alright, I get the point. Round 2. Round 2 for crying out loud. Bear hug. Bear hug. Mwahaha. Ow. Never leave yourself open. Come on. And I think that was my last continue. I think this was my final continue. Because then it would have... You would hear a certain laugh. Oh, never mind. Now this is my last continue. Alright. I guess we can go with Ray. Alright. Ray Fillet. So yeah, if you're thinking that, and spoiler alert there, if you're thinking that Krang is the final boss, nope, it isn't. In actuality, the main final boss of this game is none other than Karai, the Shredder's daughter. How do I do that blast? Anyways. Alright. And she was also the final boss in the Super Nintendo version too. But yeah, the stories for Tournament Fighters were completely different. So okay, there it goes. It's a half circle. Oh my goodness. Oh, I lost for real disease this time, so I think that's it. No more continues. And there's a Karai's laugh. If you thought it was Krang, that's crazy. Alright, but anyways, that is it. Again, the gameplay is just awful. But the story, I'll give it that, is straightforward and good. Again, Splinter gets kidnapped and gets taken to Dimension X, and it's up to the Turtles plus some new characters to go into Dimension X and save them. Save Splinter. So, and along the way, you battle the clones of every single character in the roster, and then you could go after a Triceratron as as the penultimate boss, and then of course Karai as the final boss. Alright, so thank you for tuning in. Take care, and God bless. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and share with all your family and friends. If you're enjoying my content, consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to click that bell to receive notifications for new videos. Take care, and God bless.